This is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, so today I'm going to give you a walkthrough through the camera on the Galaxy Note 8. Just want to kind of familiarize you with everything you can do with this device and really show you all the different tricks and make sure that you get the best out of the camera. So first and foremost, the biggest thing that I realized when I first turned it on was this cool thingy right here. So I'm like, oh, I'll tap it and get the full screen. That looks a lot cooler. No, you don't want to do that. Why? Because as soon as you do that, you just reduced your quality of your picture. It went down to 8 megapixels as opposed to the full 12. So no, I would not recommend ever doing that ever again. So make sure you leave it on there. While we're here, I'll also point out the fact that you actually can also always save in RAW files on Pro mode. So if you are more of a pro at taking photos, you can do this and actually save in full RAW format, which is going to be really good. And while we're here, we might as well go through the camera settings. And there's all these different video sizes and qualities. My favorite by far is 1080p at 60 FPS, which is right here. That is the best recording mode, I would say, because it's a visual difference you can actually see right away, as opposed to 4K or 2K, which you cannot see unless you have that good of a screen. And you're not going to be able to see it on something like a phone. It really has to come from a TV. So unless you're watching all these videos on your TV or sharing them to people that are watching it on TVs, this is a better visual representation. However, I will say this, that with this, you don't want to shoot 1080p at 60 FPS or any of these in really bright areas where HDR would be better quality, and you also cannot take photos in 60 FPS, so just know that as well. Tracking autofocus. No, it's not the other AF. This AF basically does it so that if you tap on something on the screen, so if I tap on this little thingy right here, it will keep that in focus at all times. What is this really used for? It's really used for more like kids. So if you have kids or pets and they're running around, they're always blurring a picture, that's what it's used for. Timers, pretty self-explanatory, does timer. HDR, just always keep on auto unless you really know what you're doing. For the front-facing picture, you can leave it at 8 megapixel. And for video size, you can actually go up to QHD, so you can actually record in 2K on the front camera. However, keep in mind again, if it's a really bright area, you will lose HDR, so that is not good trade-off if you're in bright, sunny areas. Now that being said, you also have the ability to save pictures as previewed, which is good because most phones flip your image. This will make it so it doesn't flip, so I like that much better. Shooting modes, you can use your tap to screen if you want for selfie, so you tap anywhere on the screen, it automatically takes it. Palm, so you hold your palm like this and it will take a photo. This is in selfies. And tap the heart rate sensor, again it will do it. The heart rate sensor is right back here, so as soon as you tap that, it takes the photo. Timer again. Motion photo, what this does is it allows you to make sure you never miss a shot, just like the iPhone with what did they call theirs, live photos. But basically if I'm going like this and I took it and say I might have missed that, I can actually play it back and I can swipe through to make sure I get it. And you have to be very patient sometimes, but if I wanted to capture that, now that's a new photo. So it's a thing that Samsung's had for a little over a year now, but it's really great to always just know about it. Video stabilization is turned off in certain settings, so probably one of the settings I have right now made it turn off. It could be that. Nope, one of the other settings I put on it right now is allowing it to do that. So you should, tracking AF. Tracking AF does disable video stabilization, so that's very important to note. Location tags, pretty self-explanatory. Review photo is obnoxious on the Note. I used to love it on all the other Samsung phones, but it's horrible on the Note because instead of just showing you a preview of it, it actually takes you to the editing feature, which I don't want it to go to the gallery. I just wanted to see what it looked like and then go away. but this doesn't do that. So it's horrible on the Note. That is one downside that I've seen from the new camera. Quick launch just allows you to double press the button to automatically launch your camera. Then you have the ability to say cheese, capture, smile, or shoot to take a photo, and the floating camera button, which you should definitely turn on. The key function allows you to take photos or videos in water, so when you're in water you can take it, and also any other time of course, but this way you can just hit that and then automatically start your video or take your photos. Now the floating camera button is really great because it allows you to hold your phone at any angle, and say if you're trying to take this awesome selfie, well, you can just tap that and then that's it. So it's really simple and easy, and you can move it wherever you want. Now another thing you can do with your photos is always tap to focus on something, hold it down to keep that focus, so if you go away from it now, see it's blurry, and finally you can tap and change your EV, which makes it either brighter or darker, and this will make sure your photos are much better than they would have been beforehand. Now if we swipe up and down, that's how we get to our selfie and front camera. If we swipe to the right, that's how we get all of your filters and your beauty stuff and all that kind of stuff. And if you swipe to your left, that's where you get all your different modes. Pro mode, food shot is really great for taking shots of your food, and you can add more to it later as well, such as dual camera, which is one of my favorite ones, and other ones such as that. Slow motion, all that kind of stuff. And finally, of course, you have the live blur effect. So this is a really great mode that I definitely have liked playing around with, just so you can see what some of the ones I've done look like. Something like that. It really has a great looking style of this effect. Now that is the copy of it, but if I go to the original, taking a lot of shots, if I go to the original, you can unblur it as well. So you can hit that icon, unblur it, make it clear, make it a little bit blurry, or make it really blurry. So you can adjust it and save that as a new image. So you have that. And then also you can get the wide shot too. So you can hit this button and you can see the big wide shot instead of just the up close shot. Now, how do you make sure you shoot both at all times? Well, all you have to do for that is when you hit this mode, make sure that part is selected and you have both selected. Finally, your 2x zoom. This is zoomed in. Now you can also zoom in like this on this phone, or do the pinch to zoom, whatever you prefer. But 2x is just a quick way to jump without losing quality. Now if you zoom in more than 2x, you are losing quality, so just know that. And then you have Bixby Vision. Bixby Vision basically can take an image and then search for it online, do shopping. So if you take an image of a bag or a product, it will actually search for it on Amazon. So that's how Bixby Vision works, or a QR code or anything along these lines. Or you can take a picture of a street and actually it'll tell you where you are and recommend the best food places around there. Or a wine bottle and tell you all the information you need to know about it. Same with the painting. Then you also have, I'll do Selfie for this, these little animated things. So you can go like this. Let's see, where's my gangster one? Or actually the outlaw is fine. So you can go like this and do all these different masks. Now this can do up to 3 different people at the same time, which I still believe is more than Snapchat or Instagram, so that's really cool. You can download more of those as well, so just so you know. And in your selfie mode, since we did jump to selfie mode, you can do different things, such as skin tone, which gets rid of any acne or blemishes. So that's really cool. So if you want to get rid of any acne or blemishes that you have, it gets rid of that. Wrinkles as well. Spotlight, all that it does is if you want to be the star of your selfie, then and someone else is in there with you, then you can make the right the spotlight instead of the left. So it kind of focuses in a bit more. Slim face, it makes you lose weight right away. You can lose 10 pounds instantly. And large eyes makes it either look very animated like, or if you've had a long night and you're inebriated or have had some intoxication, this will help your eyes be open, at least in your photos. So there is everything you need to know about the camera for the Galaxy Note 8. Hopefully you did find this helpful. Make sure that you know that you can also have the flash, of course, right here. I think that's pretty self-explanatory, but your front-facing flash when you do a selfie will also be available. So if you want to make sure you flash, it will flash like that on the screen so that you have a better low light shot. Alright guys, if you did like this video, please give it a like, thumbs up down below. Thank you as always for watching. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, why don't you go ahead and subscribe up there. Make sure you follow us on social media right here. And of course, check out our latest video up there. And right down here, you're going to find the perfect video for you. Or at least that's what YouTube tells me. Thanks again.